to? Or like, how do we figure out even what makes us happy? I guess maybe I haven't yet. It's not possible, but maybe I haven't yet done the thing in life that's going to give me the greatest joy. So I don't really know what it is that I'm looking for.
And I think that's great.
Making stuff up, I guess, a little bit.
You mentioned two things, and here's what I would say. Happiness and joy are different. Happiness is that immediate, like, I bought a new sweater. Oh my gosh, I love this sweater. It's so great. Joy is like runs deep. It's the foundation in which the circumstances may change, okay? So you may get the sweater, you may get the bonus, you may, all of these things. You may meet the person that is your soulmate, which I have. But we're not happy every day. Now, do I have joy? Yes. And I also believe that joy and grief can coexist. That's the beautiful thing of it. We're allowed to have both of these emotions. But joy is an intentional choice. And for me, it's now become a way of living that in the midst of the shitstorm of the things that get fired at me when I have no idea how I'm going to figure it out, I know that I have joy in the depths of my soul. And part of that is figuring out what lights you up. For me, it's dance parties, it's movement. And I think there's a lot of common themes there, but it's also like, my husband was making fun of me. He's like, you are wild and crazy. He goes, I've never met someone who loves meeting new people so much. He's like, it brings you joy to get curious and understand someone's story. For my husband, that exhausts him. He hates that. Yeah. He wants to be in his tight little bubble, stay at home. And, we recognize we have our own strengths. For me, that's joy. I'm like, I love to figure out how people do stuff. I love to know their stories. That's a joyful experience. So what works for me isn't the same as somebody else. And I do think we have to try different things. Again, I think we're in different seasons of our life. Joy when my kids were small and in diapers was just like those, quiet moments when they were napping both at the same time and right? And now it's a different season where, now joy is having dance parties and doing 9 holes of golf with my kids or going swimming and surfing and tubing with them. And so it's like investing in those moments. And I think it is trial and error. Try stuff on. Like, does this work? Is this something that lights me up? And what lights me up, I mean, I don't know if you'd have a dance party with me. That lights me up. Put on a good song. Let's rock out. For some people, it's like, oh, I hate dancing. I kind of argue on that one because I think the movement piece gets everyone joyful. I've never met someone that dances and is like, oh, this is the worst ever. Maybe my dad. But that's the trial and error piece to joy.
Interesting. Yeah, I love to dance. I don't have that gene in my body.
Yes.
Yeah, that
natural rhythm,
fluid movement. So, and I can't keep a beat to save my life. So
there you go. But it doesn't mean that it can't bring you joy, whether or not you're good at it or not, right?
I guess in my mind, I just hope that there's not too many people watching, unless that brings them joy.
But here's the crazy thing: the reason why I think it might not fully bring you joy is because you're so concerned what other people will think.
Absolutely.